So, which is your favorite traitor? I hate them all. Rekt more than anyone due to his foul mouth and attitude. Oh, those curses and everything. And when I come into his shop, I just want to punch him in the face and burn down his compound. Still, they look great as HD models, which have been worked on and improved. And I think we're finally getting to see the last of them updated. So, as we turn to listening to the thumpings go over them, please get that like button wrecked quickly.
And then this is Trader Rekt. Again, Brett Barley sculpted this guy. Keanu did the low, and or Brett. I think Brett did most of the low actually on this guy. And then I textured this new model for Trader Rekt. So we are texturing in Substance Painter. I don't know if anybody out there knows about or uses that program, but it's a lot of fun.
This is probably everybody's favorite trader because he's so friendly. Right, everybody? He's
sure.
Just a jolly person.
So this is Rekt, the updated Rekt trader. This guy was fun. I kind of wanted to make him I heard he's kind of a jerk. He's just misunderstood people, but he is just he's just someone that I thought would like a mechanic, kind of constantly chewing. So he does have some chewing tobacco in his front pocket, and there is like a goober. His cheek is kind of puffed out with a constant chew in there, and he has some dribble coming down his mouth, so he's constantly spitting on you as well. Just little subtleties that kind of, again, was just fun to put in there with his overalls and everything else. So he was a fun one to do. I did do the low poly on this guy, and UV set up casting for Joel to do his wonderful texturing in Substance and get this guy into the game. Again, I did the hair in the, which is called like fiber mesh, which is kind of like a, it gets some of the idea to it, but hair, Joel had to go into a lot of detailing that stuff to make it realistic. Hair is not fun. Post-apocalyptic characters with, who are, without hair is awesome because you don't have to deal with that tech. So this guy was a fun one.
Misunderstood? My ass. Maybe put a few shells into his ass or a Molotov or two through that trailer.
Trader Joel. This guy is off of Joel H. Actually, that's his hat, that's his everything. I told him give me some reference and stuff like that because I said I wanted to kind of update it a little bit to make again like a little nod towards one of our owners here and friends. So I thought it was kind of funny, but so I was like, what kind of hat do you wear? I've seen him in a hat, so that's his cowboy hat with the star and everything else, a bead, and then kind of gave him a little bit more of trying to make it towards Joel just for some fun. And actually, as we were talking about, a lot of the X belts or cross belts across the chest are very difficult, but of course he just felt like he needed to be armed, weaponized, and so he'd be carrying some shotguns. So I was going to let Koji have that fun trying to figure that out.
Trader Joel has always been a very solid model, and it's really cool that they put it in after, Joel. He does look like a badass, to be sure.
So this one, sorry guys, some people are saying I'm not talking loud enough. This is Trader Hugh. This, winter, that kind of stuff, I was trying to make it to where he fought a bear and he won. But as you could see on his face, he didn't quite make it out totally. So again, that was just something having fun with it, that he fought some battles and then he was the victor and then decided to use that as a little coat for the winter. Again, I did the cross belt of the shotgun shells, and I did create a quick gun, but I think I'm nowhere near as talented as Young on the weapons, so I'm going to let them update that piece if he does wear that, but that was just sort of from the concept. But yeah, he was fun. I did the high poly, Keanu did the low poly again, and Joel did the final texture that you saw in the beginning. So hopefully you guys like these. We're still trying to give a little bit of life to all the HDs, and I know some people say that they just want to play the game and not really care. But to me, as a character artist, this is you want to interact with them and just have some, get to know them in some sort of way. So he was a fun one.
And for Trader Hugh, it is funny. They say he fought a bear and didn't quite make it out, took his eye and everything. But look at the size of that bear pelt. I mean, that's barely a cub. It's far smaller than he is. So essentially, he went hunting in the snow and killed a poor defenseless bear cub instead of taking on the mama or papa bear. Shame you. Shame on you. Someone call PETA or Wildlife Protection or the National Guard. Someone. One thing I would love to see is the traders actually using their weapons when there are enemies nearby. So let's say you lead in a zombie into the area, they'd grab their weapons and shoot them. Sure, leave them invulnerable so they don't get killed, but let them shoot at the enemies nearby to protect their stash. I think that would be an awesome addition, while probably be fairly simple to implement once they get the bandits into the game and, be able to allow them to shoot. So, still want to get wrecked? No? Then trade that like button by selecting it. See you next time.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the Vedui community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.